So I'm joined by Neil Shoebridge after the 2-0 defeat today at Saffron Dynamo. It really was a disappointing day for us. 3 games left before this one and we wanted to collect 9 points, and overall just a disappointing day. So how do we reflect on it, shall we?
Well, I think you've just summed it up there, Will. I mean, we've got the opportunity there, regardless of the deduction of the 3 points by the league. We know having a big game at Elston Park, we had the opportunity there to leapfrog them into the playoffs and be a couple of points clear, and we didn't take that opportunity. And we were extremely poor. First half display was unacceptable throughout. 2 joke goals, and too many people, for me, feeling sorry for themselves. I don't know why, and this is a tremendous squad that we've got here, and not one of them got to the level that was required today. Strange thing in football, but no, not very good.
And looking back on that first half, do you think it's possibly a different story as a match if we put away that early chance that we had, where I think it was Sasha with the header and their goalkeeper with an amazing save about 10 minutes into the game?
Yeah, football turns on things like that. Their goalie made 2 or 3 incredibly good saves today. We made 2 incredibly bad defensive errors, and it could have been worse as well. Having said that, the second half we battered them, and it was just one of those days where you knew that for whatever reason that we were never going to put the ball in the net. And unfortunately that's the way it proved to be. Obviously not helped by the fact that we were playing for 45, 55 minutes, whatever it was, with 10 men. How can I put this delicately? That was not particularly a good decision by the guy involved in that, and that for me totally out of character for him. And I don't think he left the referee with much option but to dismiss it.
No.
So I mean, the ref did get a few things wrong for me, but I don't think he got that one wrong, and we can't really argue with it. Difficult to play with, with 10 men from there.
Yeah, as you say, it was quasi just sort of I suppose showing the frustration of the whole team. I think just kicking the ball away to get the second yellow there, and you can't really excuse things like that, really.
No, you can't. I think there was a number of tussles in the game, which I think the referee was overly lenient with, and that started as one of those, which for me was a bit nothing. And I think he could have penalised either player, and I think that unfortunately Quasi let that get to him and dispatched the ball 50 yards away, and therefore just doesn't give the referee any other option.
Yeah,
so
that's it. And reflecting on the 2 goals that we conceded, obviously the second one was straight after the red card and just sort of not switching on a set piece, and the first one was almost a carbon copy of last week, a ball over the top, Bofo's the only one back, and the striker beats Yinka.
Scoreboard defending by a back 5 unit that should do better. The second one probably typified our first 45 minutes performance, lacklustre. Ball into the back post, 2 or 3 defenders looking around there, boy nicks and whacks it in the net. We're better than that. We're way better than that.
Yeah, and second half, as you say, we were well on top and had all the chances, but we didn't test their goalkeeper too much from open play. I think, from what I recall, it was corner after corner after corner, and their defence was quite happy with that, but we really haven't been able to sort of punish them for that, have we?
Just lacking a little something. Lots of free kicks, lots of corners, much better play second half. Just needed that rub of the green, because I honestly felt at half time that if we got one, we'd get 2 or 3, because I didn't think they'd got a lot to offer. But the longer it went, I think the more frustrating that it became. And to be fair to Marco, he piled bodies forward, changed things, rolled things around a bit as best that we could, but just couldn't get it, literally couldn't get it over the line. Simple as that. So it's a hugely disappointing day for us. But 2 to play, who knows what might happen. We have to win both. Dead simple.
It is, as you say, and was that the overall feeling amongst the players at the end of the game there, that it just does come down to those last 2 games?
I think there was a huge amount of disappointment, and I think a lot will go home tonight and reflect on that. And Dunkirk, Radford games are always spicy. We owe them for the Christmas one. Let's see what we've got. Let's see who's going to stand up.
Yeah, and are we expecting any players to come back into the fold for the last 2 games, or is it going to be pretty much as it was today?
Well, I think we've got to have more bodies. Yeah, I think we've got to have more bodies, and due respect to Anton, who's come today. He's not been involved in and around the squad for a few weeks. He came on, and I thought he did a pretty good job against the centre half who got away with murder all afternoon. And he put a shift in. He put a shift in. But we needed more bodies, to be honest. I know Kyle apparently got injured at work. Fletcher, I think, was working. Easter's always key. It's game after game after game, and you've got to get as many in the squad available. So we'll just have to see, literally, how players react to pools and whatever they've got today, and see what we can roll out on Monday.
Yeah, that's it, and huge couple of games ahead, as you say. What do you really want to see from the team in those 2 games? Is it
I want to see it back to the level of performance that I know that we've got in the tank. And these are the games that, wherever it goes at the end of the season, we'll reflect back on and know that we could have and should have done better. And I can pick 4 or 5 others out, which probably ended up in draws. Like I lost to Barrow at home, not acceptable. And draws that, from the early part of the season, Gedling springs to mind. Subtle, where those extra 2 points, we wouldn't have been in this situation. We would have been high and dry in the playoffs, but we're not. And football doesn't work that way. You have to earn the right to get the 3 points. And today, we didn't earn anything today.
Yeah. But we love to do it the dramatic way, so let's hope we do it that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I said, it's not dead and buried yet. So let's see what we can do.
Perfect.
We'll move on.
Yeah, we'll see you on Monday, shall we?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Cheers.